So, I gotta talk about how my pranic journey knocked me sideways. It was so not what I expected. I went to study with the breatharian people for my Love Life show to make myself more beautiful so I could sing and dance and feel alive and healthy. And I figured I'd come back and I would not even need to eat much. And, okay, well, you know, I really love the breathing exercises and the fasting. I do. And I really love the juicing. It's really great. But, what I didn't account for was the fact that I went to be with Akai and Camila on their breatharian retreat in Costa Rica, and I didn't realize that Akai is a major shaman. Like, he's a real healer, right? So the whole reason I was really there was because of my self-hate. And I did not account for the fact that once the self-hate left, I really wouldn't necessarily care about my weight. I mean, seriously, like, if there's no self-hate, then does my weight matter? And was the weight made from self-hate, or was it the self-hate that just made me never get to enjoy the weight? So I'm thinking about it, but the other day it was really clear how the change is knocking me sideways because I'm on my last $17 again, borrowing from my mother again. Even though I have this lucrative solar career, I'm always spending my money on really amazing things, and then my mom has to bail me out for a couple of days, right? So I figure I better use my $17 wisely, so I'm going to get necessities at the gas station. And as I'm going into the gas station, I'm thinking about what I'm going to get. And I see this chubby lady, and she looks so beautiful to me. She's just round like the moon, And the way my thoughts work, instead of they used to be like, oh, I wonder if she's okay. I mean, is she gonna have a heart disease, or is she loved, or all these worried thoughts I used to have when I saw chubby people, projecting my own chubby hate, onto them. This time I'm thinking, well, there's a woman who wouldn't deny herself anything, and I'm thinking how beautiful she looks, and she hears my thought, and she looks over, and we just smile, and the next thing I know, here's a chubby guy in the gas station. I go inside the little convenience thing, and he's round like the moon too. Maybe it's her dad, I don't know. And I'm thinking, wow, that looks like a guy you could really have fun with. Like, he knows what's luscious, and he won't be afraid of it. I suddenly hear my thoughts, and I go, oh my God, I've changed. I definitely have changed. So I pick up my necessities, like the Hershey's candy bar with the almonds and the Lay's potato chips, and I put them on the countertop, and I say to the lady, okay, I just need to pay for these health items. And then the rest will be gas. And she says, well, look, that item there is made of potatoes, and the other one's got nuts in it and gives you endorphins, so you're good. And she's chubby too, and just the right way, like, oh, everything's sloping and curving and soft, and I'm just like, I love you, I say to her. And I do. We laugh, Okay, so then what happens next? So I'm like, okay, so I'm without my self-hate now. And that changes how not only I see my own body, but how I see other people's bodies really differently, and how their choices. And I look at myself, I'm like, I'm getting ready to go out for my solar job. And so of course I stand in front of the mirror naked to make sure everything's okay. And I'm like digging all of these like crazy shapes I've got now. Like, not only when you add in the weight, you add in the age factor, and you add in being a little out of shape, and like the shapes are really interesting. And I realize, like, when I'm at a salsa dance and you see the ladies who are chubby in the spandex and you can see everything, they're the ones that fascinate me. Like, the other girls who are so slender and pretty, and they're dancing and everything. Okay, I'll feel revenge? No. Jealousy and awe and also worry. Like, when did she last eat? Does she ever eat? Is she being bullied into the way she looks? Will he love her if she gains 5 pounds? Who's going to protect her? But when I look at the chubby girls, I just feel comfort. I feel safe. I feel like, oh, she's taking care of herself. That's a girl who knows what she wants. And she really knows how to take care of herself because she's eating what she needs, and she's nobody's gonna push her around. They can't. She's too big. I'm really psyched about this shift in me. I mean, it even occurs to me that this whole thing about the losing weight, with all the self-hate involved with it, was like, you can't dance in public, you can't be a singer, and you can't be loved unless you're skinnier, or at least skinny enough to be showing that you have some self-respect and some self-control and some dignity in regards to not always having a second portion. But that really didn't change. I mean, like, the problem is, like, when I have my smoothies, I always have 2 or 3. I overeat even when I'm doing my breathing exercise. I overbreathe. I'm a glutton, okay? I'm a glutton. And the thing is, if I can just, tweak it into the self-love domain, it can work in my favor as just like passion for life. And if it makes me a little chubby, I think I should play you my Chubby Girl song. I really do. I got to figure out a way to play it for you, because you need to hear this song as much as I needed to chant that song to myself. It's on YouTube. It says, you go to Goddess Ocean on YouTube, Eve Christoph, and put in Chubby Girls. You're going to hear a song. It's going to rock your booty. Anything else? Well, I mean, I just thought, if I can just do anything I want to do, including dressing up, and be okay with looking absurd to some people, to be looking pathetic to others, like, she's trying to be 16, and I'll be like, well, I feel 16, and I'm not going to miss out on this experience of being 16 in my heart. Well, if I let go of the outer thing as being a bad thing, just put it in the comedian department, right? Like, comedians can be funny. Don't you love it when people look funny? Seriously, isn't it wonderful? Like, so why would I let that stop me from dressing in spandex while I'm chubby, singing on stage in glittering diamonds that make double my size? Why would I let that stop me? If all it would do, the worst it would do, is make people laugh. I mean, laughter's good, right? It's my life. So you see what I mean? My breatharian journey just knocked me sideways. I like it on my side. Okay. Hope this gives you a little more permission and freedom to be really, really who you are, how you are, whatever you want to be and do and feel. But please don't deny yourself what you really, 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 really love. And today, well, paradox of everything I'm talking about right now, I'm actually fasting because I don't feel like eating. I don't have to eat if I don't want to eat, darn it. Just breathe and wait for a big feast tonight with my girlfriends. We're going out, and I want to be able to enjoy it more. So if I fast for a few hours, I'm going to have room for more. Paradox. It's all a paradox, darling. Oh, love you.